You are listening to Beyond Ohio.
Everyone's favorite podcast
that no one's ever heard of.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Beyond Ohio, everyone's favorite podcast that no one's ever heard of. I'm Justin.
Hello, it's Lil G. No. It's Gwen.
It's Gwen. And Tony, of course.
And we're back for our third episode. Oh man, we were just talking about freaking this whole school shooting thing and gun laws and all this stuff, and we decided, what are we doing? We need to just be talking about this. So here we are. We're just gonna before we get into that though, I'm glad I didn't forget. I want to tell you guys to go to Podbean, check out Podbean and look up
Shantara. Is that what you were gonna say?
Yes, but his name's Citadel Bloodbeard on there.
Oh, just kidding.
I believe it's under Citadel Bloodbeard. Check it out. He's got an awesome podcast. Definitely go there as soon as you're done listening to this and check it out. Don't do it now. We have important things to say, but do it as soon as you're done. All right. So anyway, we were talking about gun control, and we were talking about. Let's just jump right into this. We were talking about here's the thing about, and we might piss a bunch of people off saying this, and you may disagree, and that's part of life, isn't it? We all agree or disagree on things. But my thought is, and I don't think anybody can argue with this, is no matter what, if you take away someone's guns, they could still, if I was crazy and let's say I wanted to take some people out, right? And you're like, okay, well, you can't get your hands on some kind of semi-automatic weapon, right? Somehow that's impossible. I don't know how that would be impossible. Let's just say it was, right?
Sure.
I could think, I'm not even that kind of malicious kind of mind, but I could sit here and think of 20 different ways easily off the top of my head. I could kill large mass amounts of people, or at least a few.
It's not that hard. It's not as hard as people think that it is, and
what, murder?
Well, I mean, just the fact that
murder.
Yeah, murder. I think that 20 or 30 years ago, you look at kids would go to school with a truck with a gun rack, and they'd get a gun for their birthday or
Absolutely.
Christmas, and they would go show it to all their friends, and my dad and his dad and guys, all these old guys that had trucks with guns in them and shit like that, they never thought of shooting up the fucking school while they're showing off their new 20 gauge, you know what I mean? Or that was never a thought.
That's the other problem. It's the same thing I've said for many, many years. I'm not, this is a little off subject, but it's on subject. I have this issue with, as much as I'm into, murder stuff, and I'm into, Jack the Ripper history and things like this, the idea of glorifying, murders, it's I always talked about how, the guy who killed John Lennon, Mark Chapman, how I know his name. I know his middle name. It's Mark David Chapman. When you kill people...
Isn't that funny how if you assassinate somebody...
Your middle name is
a thing?
But here's the thing. When he killed John Lennon, I know his name now. You know what I'm saying? That was before I was even born, and I know his name now. So we glorify these people, but not only do we glorify them, but we're setting a precedent for future people to... if you want instant fame, go whack somebody who's famous.
It's interesting that you said that, too.
Or just kill people.
Before you came in, I was listening to that. Joe Rogan did a podcast about this recent Florida shooting. And, one of the things that they were saying was that because of the media advertising, basically, that these things are happening, it's making it a famous thing to do.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like the guy was saying about, these, how people are going around, smashing people with cars.
Right.
They're just turning the car around and driving down a sidewalk.
Right down the sidewalk,
plowing people.
Absolutely.
Grand Theft Auto, right? Well, I guess the first time that happened was I think it was in Paris or something like that. But ever since they reported that, now it's a thing. Now it's a popular
Hey, let me ask you this.
To fuck people
Should
up.
we make it harder for people to get cars?
Right.
No.
And then that parlays into what we were talking about before we started recording.
Sorry, guys.
Which was, if you look at, if you want to talk about gun control, and guns is what caused all of these school shootings, not just this recent one, but all of them. And we need to control these guns, and we need to get rid of semi-automatic weapons and AR-15s and all this. These specific things are causing this shit. Look at 9/11. You know what I mean? 9/11.
Yeah, this is a good point.
9/11 was done with box knives. It was like 8 different guys on 4 different planes or something like that, or
right,
maybe it was more guys. It was like 16 guys.
So half-inch blade or something,
I mean, they had, like, box knives. They didn't even have like a real like a Crocodile Dundee knife.
You call that a knife?
Right. They didn't have Rambo's knife. They didn't have.
Watch out! I have a box knife.
They didn't even have like a legal size. Like regular old knife that you would carry in your pocket.
Right, we're talking about like a half-inch blade or something.
I have a shank in my purse bigger.
Right. I mean, literally,
like
if you wanted to, you could go on a plane and put your keys in your fingers and create the craziest, Wolverine fingers you could make.
I have a cat attack.
And just start fucking people up if
here's
you really
the thing.
wanted to. You don't need a gun. And those motherfuckers... hijacked 4 planes and crashed into 3 buildings and killed fucking tons of people, thousands of people. I mean, but they initially did it with a fucking box knife. So what do? We go to Lowe's and we fucking take in Home Depot and we outlaw box knives now?
You're going to get carded for it.
Or you go to, like Gwen just said, now if I want to buy a box knife at Lowe's, I have to give them my ID and I have to fill out a form.
And they'll trace it.
And I have to wait 3 days to make sure I'm...
I hope you're not in a hurry to open that box.
Mentally capable of owning a box knife, without causing harm to people.
And just for a second, I'd like to address this whole other side of this whole issue, which I'm not saying I agree with or disagree with or whatever. I just want to address it for a second. There is this whole belief also that, I watched this whole video on YouTube, this whole belief that a lot of this stuff is staged. And I'm not saying I agree with or disagree, but a lot of this stuff is staged, and there's this a group of actors called tragedy actors or something like that.
Media-driven fear.
And the one video I watched, which was pretty convincing, and like I said, I'm not going to take a stand one way or the other because I don't have enough information.
You talk about the Sandy Hook chick.
But there's the one video about one of the people getting run over on the side of the sidewalk, and they're showing different things, and then they're showing stunts in movies and how the way that these certain people got hit and the way they, and maybe that's why I'm not taking a stand, because here's the thing: at the end of the day, if these people really did get hit by a car, I'm not going to sit here in my little world and go, nope, it never happened. But let's imagine,
it was a stunt devil.
Let's a stunt devil. Yes, it was a stunt devil. It was the devil. The devil doing the stunt, exactly. But let's just humor the idea for a second, but all of it gets to the same point. The point is, it started with something and it's being replicated. Do you know what I'm saying? Whether it's being replicated by people for fame or it's being replicated by the government for control and fear, the whole point is, I feel like the initial things that happened were genuine things that happened, but that sparked somebody's creativeness, and it went from there.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think that, this guy in particular that did this Florida shooting, he said that he wanted to do this. He told people about it. You know what I mean? And and I don't know, but here's the thing. I really think that if you take a deeper look at all this shit, it's all just smoke and mirrors. You know what I mean? Everything that we hear on the media is just bullshit. It's utter crap. It's just made up shit. Even this stuff that actually does happen, it's reported in such a way and edited in such a way
absolutely
that it's geared towards making you believe something is what it isn't.
Absolutely.
Here's the facts. If you look at all these Democrats are getting up, and I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. I'm a fucking American. You know what I mean? That's it. I don't think that there should be all these fucking parties, you know what I mean? You either are for the team or you're not for the fucking team, you know what I mean? And these Democrats, they're getting up on this pedestal right now. They're like, oh man, gun control. Oh man, gun control. Well, what about when Obama was in office and you guys had control of the House, the Senate, and the presidency? You had what they call the filibuster, right, which means you can fucking pass any law you want. And the other party and Americans can't do shit about it.
Right.
They could fucking just sit there and be like, yeah, abortion's illegal now. Right. You know what I mean? And there wouldn't be shit anybody could do about it because they have the filibuster. They could do what they want. They had the power to pass whatever gun control laws they wanted to. They could have fucking made AR-15s illegal. They could have made everything everything they wanted to illegal, and they didn't do it. You know why they didn't do it? Because there's no fucking money in it. There's no money in making guns illegal. There's no money in it. It just does what they want it to do. It creates conflict. It creates error. And it creates fear. And then they can just fucking live whatever they can do whatever they want to do. You know, like I think people confuse power and money. You know, I think a lot of people in this country, I hate to say it, but they're never going to make the kind of money that the people with power make. So most people look at money as being power. But people that have money, money to them is just a little tiny thing. You know what I mean? It's just it's the tool that they use to fucking do all this powerful shit that they want to do and run things that they want the way they want to run it. You know, and this is no different than it's been done in the past. Like, for instance, when O.J. Simpson trial was on TV. I don't know if you guys remember this.
Oh, I remember that. Definitely.
I remember it.
You know what weirds me out when I talk to people that are my age and they're like, I don't really remember that. And I'm like, how can you not remember that? That was like the biggest news story I remembered ever, like from when I was a kid. Let me tell you how much Desert Storm, I remember being huge, and the O.J. trial.
Let me tell you how much I remember the O.J. trial. I lived in California during the O.J. trial. Well, before the O.J. trial, I lived right by the freeway that O.J. was driving the white Bronco down.
Really?
And like from my house, we hopped up on the fence and could see O.J. slowly driving down the freeway with all the
his white Bronco.
This is how close I was to the O.J. trial, growing up in Los Angeles. So, but here's the thing: while that trial was going on, like you couldn't watch a regular show. You couldn't You couldn't watch anything because everything was
media saturation.
Media saturation.
Massive media saturation.
If the glove don't fit, you must acquit.
Absolutely.
So, but here's the thing: is at the same exact time that the OJ trial was going down, in I believe it was. I should probably fact check this real quick. But,
while you're fact checking that, I want to say something real quick.
Sure.
Just to point out, anyone who doesn't understand how huge this trial was. When I was in elementary school when this happened, and I remember them when they actually the verdict was actually released, they stopped class and turned all the televisions on in all the classes so everyone could watch and see what the verdict of the OJ trial was. Like, I've never seen anything in the entire time, my entire life, I've never seen anything like that. That's how much that we were media obsessed with that trial, that in elementary school we stopped and watched the verdict of that freaking trial. A murder trial. We're talking about a murder trial, man.
It was important
That's
to know.
freaking weird. If you think about it, that's freaking weird.
No, not really.
So back when the OJ trial was going on,
murder is pretty
and everybody
interesting.
was immersed in the OJ trial. At that exact same time was when the Serb troops in Kosovo were committing genocide against the Albanians. And I think I'm gonna see if I can find the exact number, but I want to say it was somewhere in the neighborhood of the same number of people that Hitler killed of Jews.
So that's insane. That's a mass genocide.
It's a mass genocide. I mean, it's like a thing, you know. Oh, here we go. Death toll.
You're listening to Conspiracy Radio.
Right?
Put on your tinfoil hats because the government is watching.
I was wrong. I was wrong on the number.
Sam.
I was wrong on the number, but it looks like it says 13,000 people were killed during that exact same time that
hey, 13,000 is not a number to laugh at. That's a lot of freaking people. Holy shit!
But then because of that, there was all these Albanians had to leave Kosovo, and it was like 1.4 million people had to leave the country.
Leave their country.
And then it says that.
Yeah, but OJ though.
That's what I mean. Like, you're talking about like one guy who killed one chick and one dude is more important than 13,000 people dying and 1.4 million people having to leave their homes.
That's crazy.
Because the way OJ did it.
Yeah.
Remember, did he not write a book afterwards? He's like, if I would have done it. It was like called like If I Would Have Done It or If I Did It or something like that.
I think he full-blown admitted to doing it in the book, if I remember correctly.
I really want to say that it was like this theoretical thing that was like.
But once he got acquitted of doing it, like they can't retry him for it. You know what I what I mean? You only get tried for murder.
Sure, but once it was over, didn't he have
like
a civil suit or something he still had to do?
Yeah, and he still got punished for the civil suit. You know, the funny thing about OJ, we're getting kind of far off of gun control here, but...
OJ control.
OJ control. The funny thing about OJ is man, that motherfucker got away with murder and could have just been chilling in Miami, playing golf, you know what I mean? And digging life and being free. And then he ended up...
I have this feeling because of what he did later. He was traveling down he must have been a little loopy the whole time anyway.
I guess. But then he goes to Vegas and granted, I'm sure getting your Heisman Trophy back is super important to you.
Sure.
You know what I mean? But
yeah.
At the way your life is going, I'd say it's a win, so just cut your losses. Go play golf in Miami and live your days out. And he kidnapped a dude and held him at gunpoint. And then I think, didn't he end up going to prison for I
believe so.
7 years?
Everything we do is non-fact checked on this show. We just say, I believe so. Yeah, this is a show of opinions, not facts.
And I have the computer right now. Totally fucking check. I'll just check. OJ Simpson.
But this goes into this whole sidebar of they talk about these concussion injuries and they talk about it making you crazy. I have no idea if that has anything to do with this, but man, who knows? Maybe OJ used to be a normal guy, and maybe over time he's just kind of losing his mind from all those injuries. You know what I mean?
It's very possible.
He was a running back, wasn't he?
He was. Let's see. Yes, he was a running back.
A running back definitely takes a lot of hits. Do you know what I mean?
He is a running back. The juice.
The juice is loose, man.
Number 32.
Oh, goodness.
Let's see. What do we know about the juice?
Oh, man.
For USC. And the Buffalo Bills and the San Francisco 49ers.
Couldn't he have just hired some dudes or some dudes who just admired him?
Rough dudes.
Yeah. There's some dudes who just admired him enough that they would just be like, yeah, we'll go freaking put the heat on this guy or whatever you call it. I'll go put the muscle on this guy and get your trophies back. Did he have to do it himself? That's what
the juice likes to be kind of...
He's a hands-on guy. You got to send him a message. Do you know what I mean? I feel like that's the kind of thing Tyson should have done, not OJ. Do you know what I mean? If Tyson would have done that, oh yeah, someone freaking stole one of Tyson's trophies and he went to their house with his tiger and do you know what I mean? I'd be like, yeah, that sounds like Tyson. Do you know what I mean?
Listen to this. So it says that Simpson met Nicole Brown in 1977, which is the year I was born. While she was working as a waitress at the nightclub The Daisy. So Nicole Brown Simpson was a winner.
Yeah.
Although he was still married to his wife, Simpson began dating Brown. Simpson and Marguerite, which was his first wife, divorced in 1979. So he dated her for 2 years before he got married. That's crazy.
He was trying to decide if she was murder material or not.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know. Sometimes I think I don't want to murder you.
Right?
I'll find someone else to murder. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. But you know what? He didn't have a gun.
No, he did not.
I'm going to put that out there.
Oh, my gosh.
Just to get back to what we kind of initially started talking about, O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson proved a couple things. One, that you can totally fucking kill people without guns. If you're crazy and you want to murk somebody, you don't need a gun to do it.
Hey, Jack the Ripper never used a gun.
You don't need an assault rifle to do it. You don't need guns or bullets to kill people. So guns is irrelevant. Crazy is what kills people. The lack of respect for human life is what kills people. But then he also proved this other thing, which is, if you have enough money, you can get away with killing your old lady and the dude she's banging.
I
guess
so.
He didn't get away with fucking kidnapping to get his fucking, the Las Vegas robbery. He was sentenced to 15 years to get back to the fact checking of that. That's funny.
He didn't serve 15 years though, right?
I don't think so.
No way.
Because this happened in 2007.
I truly don't believe that he spent 15 years in prison.
No, I don't think so. He was released from prison in 2013. Yeah. So I don't know. He
was in there for a
definitely
while.
Didn't serve all the 15 years. It sounds like he's on probation. This whole thing took place at the Palace Station, which is like a ghetto-ass casino off the fucking strip. Just saying. OJ. If you're gonna go out, you might as well go out at like a real good fucking casino.
You know what? I just want to make a correction real quick. I was wrong earlier. It's Shane Terra. I mean, his name is Citadel Bloodbeard. I'm talking about this podcast we mentioned at the beginning of the show.
I was right. It was Shan Terra.
His name is Shan. Citadel Bloodbeard on here. But go to SHANETERA.podbean, PODBEAN.com. Check that out. Definitely check that out, okay?
Yeah, he's got
Sorry for the
cute
misinformation.
cat.
I had a feeling I said something wrong earlier, so I had to check it out.
Way to be a good checker.
I'm a fact checker.
You're a fact checker.
We're going to have a couple new segments today, guys. Are you excited about that?
I'm excited about some new
I'm
segments.
excited about
New
that.
segments.
To end, I just want to end this gun control segment here real quick.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
I just want to wrap this up and say that, like, the reality is, I don't think that you're going to be able to do anything about fucking guns in America. Even if you made guns illegal, there's already 300 plus million guns in circulation.
Quit killing people.
They can regulate bullets and shit like that, but people know how to make their own bullets, and people are smart. You know, I watched a thing the other day on YouTube about this guy that made this program that you can do. You can use your what do you call it? Those printers, those 3D
3D printer, yeah.
And you can make a gun.
Sure.
And the government has tried to like put a stop on this guy, like, so that he can't, because he's not making guns and selling guns. He's just giving people the plans.
Absolutely.
So that they can make their
3D
own
printing
guns.
gun parts is like the new thing now, man.
It is a new thing. And then here's the thing about that. This guy's company makes it's not a 3D printer that his company makes. It's like that. It's like a 3D miller.
Sure.
So you can take like a solid piece of metal
and you mill it down to exactly.
So it's like a CNC machine but smaller.
Sure.
I guess.
Yeah.
And you know you can make a weapon with his machine and his program for like, I mean, the initial cost is expensive, but you can make as many of them as you want. You don't have to put a serial number on them.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't have to register them.
You could make an arsenal.
You can make your own arsenal at home.
Yeah.
With a fucking,
Absolutely.
A little machine that you can buy online.
DIY arsenal.
DIY arsenal. So
look it up on Craigslist.
So here's the thing. Knowing that.
No, Pinterest.
Knowing that and
Wish.
knowing all of the things that we know, you know what I mean? Like, and all of the internet makes everything so easily accessible to everybody. So, you know, you're not going to get rid of guns. You're not going to get rid of weapons. You're not going to get rid of
bombs.
Bullets. You're not going to get rid of all the things that people can use to kill other people, because you can't get rid of people. People are killing other people.
Absolutely.
And people are smart enough to make weapons. And if you make weapons illegal, any kind of weapon illegal, people will find a way.
Oh,
people
absolutely.
have always found a way.
It worked really well for liquor, didn't it?
Well, not just that, but think about
Booze.
just humanity
Hooch.
in general. You know, all of the things that we've done as a civilization over the entire span of the
We're
time
kind of
that
known
humans
for
have been
killing
here.
each other. That's what humans do.
We're not just known for killing each other, but we're known for making shit.
Oh, absolutely. But then we make shit that kills each other.
Our minds. Now, here's what happens: is we make shit, and we don't want other people to take our shit. So then we have to make shit so that we can kill people to protect our shit.
Right.
It's a vicious cycle.
Right.
So, but you can't get rid of humans, so you're not going to get rid of guns, and you're not going to get rid of any of that shit.
Here's the thing. My bottom line on this is like, just don't kill people, man. I don't know. If you got I know the mental health situation in this country is completely fucked. I totally get that. But killing people's not the answer. And I know me saying that doesn't fucking change anything. I totally get that. But,
my bottom line is, just be nice.
you tell them, Gwen.
Just be nice. Yeah.
Just be nice and go target shooting, you know?
Go target shooting.
Oh, man.
Do
So
something.
I think that's a good lead in for our next section, don't you think?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I feel it. I feel it coming.
What the did you just say?
Ew. That really freaked me out. I think that's one of the weirdest things I've ever heard.
That's right. It's time for weird and strange things from across the world with Gwen.
Hey guys, it's me, Gwen. And I just want to say first off that this is going to be about things that I have read. So it's not necessarily like if the facts are off a little, work with me on that. But we're going to talk about some really interesting, creepy, like just weird things that happen around the world. I was trying to sound creepy at the beginning, like Gwen, but that didn't really sound creepy at all.
No, that was super creepy. It sounded like you were calling someone on the phone. Hey, it's me, Gwen. Can you pick me up later?
Okay. All right. First of all, guys, you want to hear about what I read about?
Yeah. What did you read about?
Yes, tell us.
Okay. I have my little notes here.
Where are they? They're surrounded by pictures of dogs.
I love my dog.
Who keeps notes in their photos?
Photo notes.
It's screenshots.
Jeez, you were ready, aren't you?
You were totally ready.
Where did it go?
You're totally so ready.
Anyway, I remember one, okay?
Where?
Wait, I'm going to keep looking for it. Listen, this is one that I wanted to tell you guys about. Okay.
I just want to say, she's like, I'm going to keep looking for it, and then she stops looking for it.
Because I was getting real focused.
I tried to help, and she like smacked my hand away from taking her phone. No. And she was like, no.
Don't you never touch your
woman's phone. I'm gonna look it up.
I thought, I have a bunch of Minecraft witchcraft stuff in here. Oh, it's right here. I'm on it. Okay.
So ready. Oh.
Totally prepared for
that.
Okay, so
you already used like 3 minutes.
This is something that I think good. This is what people want to hear. They're right. They're ready for this.
You got this.
Let's hear it, people.
Okay, so I read about this and I thought it was pretty weird and creepy. So did you guys know that in France you can marry the dead?
I did not know that.
Yeah,
really?
It's legal.
It's legal to marry the dead?
Yeah, it is. And
do you get a tax break to marry if you marry somebody? I don't know. I don't know French laws or whatever. Didn't you say France?
Yeah, France.
Is it?
Do you get in trouble for cheating on your dead wife?
Like if you have necrophiliac or whatever? Or wait, that's not right. What is it?
No, if you would have
you were kind of right, but
you would be a necrophiliac.
Oh, you'd be.
I mean, it would depend. You'd be a necrophiliac for having a dead wife.
Would you though?
You wouldn't be a necrophiliac for having cheated on your dead wife.
You'd be a necrophiliac for having sex with your dead wife.
Yeah, you're just a necrophiliac. I can't. That word doesn't even sound right anymore. But anyway. Okay, so I thought that was really creepy, and it all started because this lady, which is, I guess this would be kind of romantic in a way. I guess. Well, this lady was gonna marry her husband or whatever. Somehow this guy died. And she still wanted to marry him. Oh, the only way they can do it, though, is they have to get permission from the deceased family. So if they okay it, then you can still marry him.
And what if you're already married and then they die? Can you just continue to keep being
married to him?
Considered to be married?
Yeah.
To your dead spouse?
Yeah.
There's a tax break.
Assuming.
She's just saying, yeah, she doesn't know. She's just
sounds good to me. I mean, look it up if you want.
Just saying, yeah. No.
I can tell. I know her well enough.
All right, let's see. Here's some more.
What else you got?
Okay. In Russia. It's proposed to ban all things emo.
What?
Because they were declared to threaten national stability. So nothing emo is allowed in Russia because it's illegal.
I thought Russia.
Really?
Yeah, and they have a picture of My Chemical Romance. They're not allowed in Russia.
I kind of figured Russia was all emo. Or like Rammstein's. Well, no, I guess those guys are from Germany.
Yeah, those are from Germany. I don't know. I thought that was pretty interesting. I mean,
that's not really creepy, but it's interesting.
It's interesting. You want to hear something creepy, motherfucker?
I thought that was the whole point of this.
It's about creepy and strange and just everything weird.
I guess it's creepy and weird. Yeah, you're right. That is weird.
Why
you're right.
Dogging on my segment.
You're right. You're right. I take it back. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Anyway.
That's what you get for not being prepared.
I love Ouija boards, so I thought this was pretty cool.
What an asshole.
According to its inventor, The Ouija board named itself, asked what Ouija means, and it replied, good luck. So, Ouija means good luck.
It's a made-up word that means good luck?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I'm dying.
This is our smoking thoughts and creepy sessions with
be
Gwen.
Having a safety meeting right now? Cough so much from the safety meeting.
What an amateur.
Oh, he's good. He's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, I got one for you. Just off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Just since you're talking about like strange words and shit like that. Did
Yeah.
you know that the word Haagen-Dazs doesn't mean shit?
Yeah, I did know that. I seen that somewhere. It's made up.
Haagen-Dazs, the guy that invented Haagen-Dazs, it was just a word that he used to use. And it was a word like he used to use with his family. It's a made-up word. He made the word up, and it just meant something that was really good. Like, and then so he invented this ice cream and just.
You know what it means now?
Haagen-Dazs.
Expensive ice cream.
Expensive ice cream.
That roughly translates into expensive ice cream. You got any other weird?
Yeah, I do.
Let's hear it.
Okay, so this is really gross, I think. Okay. The oldest condom that was ever found
Oh, this is great.
dated back to the 1640s, and it was made from animal and fish intestines.
Wait, both? Like they sewed animal? like it wasn't made of one or the other. It was made of both. I don't have I don't have enough animal intestine. Go get me some fish, and we'll just connect
What
them
about
somehow.
bacteria?
I'm just trying to think
What
about.
about bacteria?
There's gonna be bacteria.
How big of a fish would you have needed to catch to make their intestines?
Just like a bluegill or
shred?
something.
It
I mean, how
depends
big
on
do
the
you
man.
think dicks are?
It depends on the man.
I guess, well, they probably have sizes like they do now. You know?
No, actually, I seen a thing
There's
that said
like
people's.
extra large intestine,
There's
Okay.
extra large intestine. You get them off the shelf. Extra large
the
intestine.
small duodenum or the large duodenum, or whatever that's called.
Duodenum. What? We should call this segment Gwen just makes shit up with Gwen. Making shit up with Gwen.
I read about this.
In a book.
A leather-bound book.
In a leather-bound book.
Anyway, I just think that's really gross. And then, so I went out to lunch the other day with my friend, and I was telling her that I was going to tell you guys about this fish intestine condoms or whatever, animal skin condoms. And she said, don't they still make them like that? Do they?
Well,
I don't even know.
Yeah, they make
They
lambskin.
make lambskin condoms.
Yeah, but that's lambskin. That's
Oh,
better.
that's
It's
not
an
animal.
better.
That's not an animal.
It's I don't know.
Wikipedia.
The fish bacteria thing.
Not lambskin.
That I don't know.
Lambskin.
Lambskin.
Lampskin.
Lambskin condom.
Gross.
A condom is a sheath-shaped barrier device.
You put your sword in it.
Sheath-shaped barrier device used during sexual intercourse to reduce the probability of pregnancy and sexually transmitted diseases.
Okay.
That's what it's for. That's what the definition is. Let's see, lambskin. And they're mostly made from fucking rubber and latex.
See? So it's not
In
animal skin.
1855, they were made from rubber. In 1920, they were made from latex. In 1994, they were made with polyurethane. And in 2008, they started making them with polysoprene.
Oh, that sounds good.
It does sound good.
That sounds way better
That
than
sounds good.
fish
Fash.
intestines.
Fish intestines.
Okay, here's something you guys.
Fash.
I don't know if you
Here's how
guys
you put
know
one on. It's a diagram.
this. Okay,
Oh,
I looked this up, and I don't really care about this, but I thought maybe somebody might find it interesting or just want to know, just for some weird fact. But apparently, female kangaroos have 3 vaginas.
What?
Yeah. I never knew that. I mean, I don't know anything about kangaroos much, that they have pouches, but...
Is one of their pouches one of them?
Ew, no, because the baby just, chills in there. You can't...
That's weird. That is super weird.
That's weird. Okay, wait, that made me think of something else.
Oh, no.
I was watching Tyra Banks, her talk show, a few years ago, and there was a lady on there that has 2 vaginas. She was born with 2 vaginas.
She was also known as the most popular girl in school.
Sorry, I was just fact checking. I was fact checking this comment thing.
That was so stupid.
That was funny.
Oh god.
Anyway, all this vagina talk.
Oh my god.
I have nothing else on it.
We got a few minutes. We're gonna have to wrap up the segment here soon.
Okay, so I was also reading.
What are you fact checking?
What are you fact checking? The
I'm
condoms?
fact checking the history of condoms.
Oh.
It says whether condoms were used in ancient civilizations is a debate by archaeologists and historians. It says in ancient Egypt, Greece, and Rome, pregnancy prevention was generally seen as the woman's responsibility. The only well-documented contraception method for female-controlled devices. So they didn't have condoms back then. But it says in China, gland condoms.
That sounds gross.
May have been made
Ew.
made of oiled silk paper or of lamb intestines.
Oh, ew! There it is. There's
You know
the
what, I
lamb
think
intestines.
Wait. In Japan, they were made of tortoise shell and animal horn.
Ew!
What?
How would that
Take
even
that
be
for
comfortable?
pleasure, ladies.
Ribbed, horned for her pleasure. Shelled for her
It's a
pleasure.
hero and a half
Thank
shell,
you.
baby.
Turtle power. That's what they meant when they said turtle power. Oh my god.
That's so.
Jeez, I think that's
so.
You got any last minute wrap ups for this?
Sounds rough right there.
That is so gross. Okay, yeah, I have one last thing to say. It's kind of strange, but I mean, I think it's kind of funny though. In 2007, an American man named Corey Taylor, isn't that the lead
from
singer of
Slipknot?
Slipknot?
Yep.
That's right.
Yep, this is about him.
Okay,
It's about
so this guy named Corey Taylor, he tried to fake his own death in order to get out of his cell phone contract without paying a fee. It didn't work.
It didn't work.
That's a crazy reason to
That's
fake
a
your death.
stupid reason to fake your own death.
Just go back to singing.
Looks like there's
Just
something
pay
going
it.
on with this mic. What's going on with that?
Is it doing anything?
Is that tapping? I don't know. Oh,
know what it's doing.
this segment's pretty much over anyway. So
Yeah, that's all for today, my ghouly friends.
I think that we can transfer this into another segment. Let's go lighthearted with this. Let's do some Google Feud.
Woo! I want to play.
I'd like to finish up with Google Feud.
I do too.
Let's
I hope you
lighten the
guys like
situation.
some of the strange things I said. Next time I'll be more prepared and I will have some really fucked up things to talk about.
What's that? I think I hear game show music.
All right, everybody, come on down. It's time for everyone's favorite game show, Google Feud.
Introducing your host, Justin.
All right, guys, welcome to Google Feud. I'm your host, Justin Feud.
And I'm Gwen Feud.
And I'm just Tony.
If you guys don't know what Google Feud is, go to googlefeud.com.
Super fun.
It's great. This thing went out. So should we do culture, people, names, or questions?
Let's do culture.
I was thinking culture too.
Oh man, you guys weren't gonna get cultured.
Get us cultured.
All right,
Culture.
here we go. Facebook is I want to say for old people.
Yeah, do that one.
For
That's just not true.
old people. Oh, it's not an answer.
I'm going to say Facebook is a joke.
A joke. Facebook is a joke. Nope.
Really?
Let's just do
That's fun. I was gonna say fun.
fun.
Yeah.
All right, your answer's fun. Nope. The number one answer is down. The number two answer is for losers.
Dying.
Number four
sorry.
is dying. Number 4 is not working. Dead, depressing, bad, slow, not a diary. That's my favorite one.
That should have been number 1.
Yeah, Facebook
and
is
cancer.
not a diary should have been number 1.
Number 10 is cancer. Facebook is cancer.
Everything's cancer nowadays.
Oh, okay. So let's do people.
Yeah.
I think my dad is. Let's do gay. Gay.
That might work. Yeah.
Number 2 answer.
Woo! You got
I think
one.
my dad is gay.
I think my dad is a loser.
Loser.
A loser.
I think my dad is, I don't know, rich. We'll just say that.
Rich.
Ah.
What about I think my dad is old?
I right.
It's not going to be there. Batman.
Dracula?
The number one answer is Batman.
My guesses are so bad.
It's Batman, then gay, then Dracula, emotionally abusive, autistic, dying on drugs, verbally abusive, cheating on my mom, or answers.
I would have thought cheating on my
I
mom
think
was
my
mine.
dad is answers.
I know, right?
Oh my god. All right, so culture, people, names, or questions?
Questions.
All right, I want to check this, make sure that we're still good. All right. Is duct tape safe for
Automotive repair.
Everything.
automotive repair? Babies.
Yeah, babies.
Number 2 answer. Babies.
Airplanes.
Airplanes.
Man.
I'm striking out big time.
Life.
Wife.
Why not?
It's the same.
Man.
Fish.
Fish.
Number 1 is fish. Babies,
It's
rabbits, rats,
animals.
walls, dogs, skin, wires, car paint, and chargers.
I guess I should have been more specific with the automotive repair thing.
All right, culture, people, names, and questions.
Names. We haven't done names yet.
Names: Sandra,
Bullock. That's what I was thinking too.
Number 1 answer.
Yeah!
Sandra D.
There you go.
I think it's D-E. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 3 answer.
Sandra Bernhardt?
How do you spell that? B-U-R-N-H-E-A-R-T?
Maybe.
Or H-A-R-T? H-A-R-T? That looks more right to me.
Yeah, do
Something
it.
like that.
Ah.
I could have spelled it
I
wrong.
thought you spelled it wrong.
Sandra May. I don't know who that is.
Sandra May?
Sounds good. Yes.
Oh, man.
Sandra Mandra.
Sandra Mandra.
I'm going to cheat.
You're going to Google it?
Famous Sandras.
I'm going to cheat.
Sandra.
He's like, I'm going to Google it.
Famous. I spelled famous wrong.
Oh, God. Sandra.
Sandra.
I can't think of any Sandras.
Sandy.
Sandra Sandy?
No, Sandra. What's Sandy's last name on SpongeBob?
Sandra Perovic.
Sandra Perovic.
I have no idea.
Perovic. Really? I got this from Google.
Google's wrong.
Nobody's looking up Sandra Perovic.
That's true.
Sandra son.
That's ridiculous. Let's just get past this one. It's Sandra Alley D Rose O Lee
Smith.
Bullock movies. I don't know. That one's
That
dumb.
was lame.
Let's do questions. Can I be a
Doctor.
doctor? Number 2 answer.
Lawyer.
Lawyer. Oops.
Layer.
A layer. Can I be a bricklayer? Ooh, number 7 answer is lawyer.
Can I be an astronaut?
Astronaut. Nobody wants to be an
Nobody wants to be an
astronaut.
astronaut.
Can I be a dog? Nope. Oh, can I be a cell phone call?
Can I be a
Firefighter.
cell phone call?
All right, now we got that squashed, that cell phone call. We were trying to play Google Feud. Gosh diggity. So it was like, can I be
Monster.
a monster?
Why not?
Monster. Can I be a model? Oh, we should have known that was the
why
number.
didn't I
Because
say
everyone thinks they're a
model?
model now.
I should have said model.
A clown for Halloween.
Nurse.
Can I be
model.
a surgeon, a spy, resident of 2 states?
A foster parent.
All right, we'll do one more, guys. What are we going to pick as our category?
Do culture.
Yeah, let's do culture.
Culture. Who sells the best?
Chocolate.
Chocolate?
I don't know.
All right, we'll
love
do chocolate.
I'm
Chinese
horrible
food.
at this game.
Chinese food? We'll do Chinese food.
Damn.
All right, who sells the best?
Cars.
Weed. Ah, leggings was number 1.
What? Is that really a thing? Is there like a store that
Who sells the best leggings?
Yeah.
Kratom is number 4. I knew that some kind of freaking drug would be on there.
Kratom, really?
I mean, not but I don't know if it's a drug or not.
Leggings.
Bras is freaking 3. It's leggings, tires, and bras.
I said cars, and there's car batteries.
Gas. Who sells the best gas? I've
best
never heard
gas?
anyone ever say that. Like this, no, you got to go to this gas station because their gas is a high quality. It's
like you can pick it.
It's the best gas. Jeans, essential oils, potato salad, car batteries, and mattress. See, I could get mattress, but a lot of these are really...
I did horrible at this game.
Potato salad is like seriously number 6. That many people are like, I don't know, I want potato salad, but I don't know where to get it.
I love potato salad.
Where do you get the best essential oil?
Oh
Who's the
my
best
God.
potato salad person? I must know.
I think we have time to do a short segment of some top 10. You want to find a top 10 list? All right, guys. That means it's time.
You know what time it is.
It's that time.
It's about that time.
The internet's been searched. We now have the results. It's time for Top 10 with Tony.
10 things you knew you didn't want to know, but now you know them.
Oh, here we are. Top 10.
Top 10.
Top 10 with Tony.
Top 10.
Man, I sound way more Italian in the intro than I do on the real life.
But your name's Italian.
But
That would be
Tony.
on this section, like every time on this section,
Hey,
you're just
yo.
like, hey.
Hey.
You want some baguettes?
Forget about baguettes. You want some French bread?
You know everything I just... You're like, know everything I just told you? Forget about it.
Forget about it. Well, so today we're going to do another top 10 list, and I found this one. It says, top 10 worst things ever.
Top 10 worst things ever.
So this should be pretty good.
What's it gonna be?
First of all, it's starting off pretty dumb. Number 10 is pain.
Pain?
Pain's not the worst thing ever.
I mean, tooth pain.
I mean, okay, I back that. I back tooth pain. But just pain, like as a general statement of pain, like
Pain.
pain's like, I don't know, I wouldn't say pain's the worst thing ever. Pain's like,
I don't like pain.
well, yeah, but pain's a necessary evil. You know what I mean? Like, you have to have pain. Pain stimulates growth and change, and you know what I mean? Like,
It pains me to hear you say that.
Now you're growing. Now you're growing because
No, I'm
yeah.
kidding. I was trying to be punny.
Number 9.
I don't even think that was
Top 10 worst things ever. Number 9.
Number
Bullies.
9.
Bullies?
Yeah, bullies are the worst.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. I've never been bullied, but
I don't know. I've never been bullied.
So
But I bet it's really
Bullied.
bad.
It sucks.
So bullies are worse than pain? That's
I
really
guess-
weird because what's the bully going to do besides put you in physical or emotional pain?
Right. So wouldn't pain be worse
I would
than
think
a bully?
I would think that pain should go on the list higher than bullies.
Well,
Maybe I'm
see,
thinking about it too hard.
I don't
maybe
know.
not. I agree. I think pain is worse. Worse than bullies.
Yeah, I mean, the comment says, bullies almost ruined my life. They suck. Only if there is a punishment for them which chops their stupid brainless heads.
Punch
that
them in
would
the
be
face.
great. Like,
That chops their heads?
chops their stupid brainless heads.
Kick them in the ding ding.
I don't know, dude.
That's what
Like,
my mom used to
fucking beef up. You know what I mean? Like,
I think here's the thing. It's like bullying sucks, but something
take
that we need
karate.
to tell everyone needs to realize is like, once you're out of school, like that shit's different. I'm not saying people don't get bullied, but I think it's different.
I mean, I don't know. I guess I've never been in a situation as an adult where I felt bullied.
That's what I'm saying.
But I mean, that's just because I'm like mature or
But it's
not a
also
pussy, or-
right. But you're also not stuck in this like hierarchy of a school where everyone's like monkeys and they're trying to prove who's on the top of the food chain. The food chain's so large at that point
I hate
that
to say it, but bullying. Okay, bullying is like this. Okay, everything is a fine line. You know, like there's a fine line between being cocky and being confident. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like being a bully, or just realizing that you are in the pecking order. You know what I mean? There's
Right.
a fine line
Yeah.
between it, and I think that like that's what going to public school teaches kids, or just being social in school. That's what it teaches kids.
You got knocked the fuck out, man!
That's what it teaches kids, is that, you know, they have... you just totally broke my train. That's okay. We're going to move on. Bullies do suck, but I think... I don't know if they're the worst number.
Oh, goodness.
Number 8.
That was
the devil,
great.
Satan, or Lucifer.
It should also say the devil, like Debil.
Devil.
The devil.
The devil. The devil. It's the devil's fault.
This guy's interesting. He put actual things on the list, not fictional characters.
What the?
Okay, that was supposed to be a devil's laugh.
I expected that to sound like more.
It was like SpongeBob.
I expected it to be way shorter.
And it was really long too. Okay.
Apologize.
Okay.
Let me get my sounds.
Okay.
I'm going to
Over here,
we'll tone
together.
it back on that.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that the devil is a made up thing. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So I don't know how that could be
To some beliefs.
number 8.
I mean, if you believe in the devil, I can see it being pretty bad because it's the devil's
different for everybody.
the problem with he's the one who causes pain and he's the one who
invented bullies.
Fuck you, devil.
yeah, he's the bullies.
It's the fucking thing that people made up in a book so that you could have somebody to blame for all the bad shit that happens.
Yeah,
It's so somebody can set you straight.
it's our belief.
It's a fear belief. Okay, so number 7, school. School is not the worst thing ever. This list must be made up of by children.
This is
pretty
like
good school.
14-year-old kids
Right.
that are like, I hate school. It's
They're
worse
like-
than the devil.
They're like, yeah, I mean, that's what they're saying. School is probably the worst thing I've ever experienced. Homework, bad teachers, and every Monday morning you wake up thinking, just insert number more years, insert number more years.
Oh yeah, and then you
just
get into
go.
real life, and then you
It's
wake
not
up
that
and
bad.
realize, hopefully, maybe one day I could stop, but I probably won't be able to. I'll probably just die or become so crippled I can't do any job anymore.
There's a reason why
It's
they
not
say that
bad.
education is wasted on the youth. It's because it fucking is. It's because kids don't even understand, man. Like,
Stay in school,
I had a
kids.
pretty good school experience.
the shit that you learn in
Middle
school is
school
actually
was
it's
fine.
very important.
High
and it's not
school's
just the
good.
learning all the stuff that you learn in the books and from the teachers, but learning how to interact with other kids and learning how to deal with shit, social situations, stuff like that. School is not.
Yeah, because it gets harder out in life after school.
It's definitely not the 7th worst thing ever. And well, that moves us to number 6, Adolf Hitler.
Oh, Hitler.
Adolf Hitler. I mean, Adolf Hitler's pretty bad. I think he would.
You suck!
There! Redemption.
That was good. That was good.
I think Adolf Hitler should definitely be higher up on the list than 6. Killed a lot of people.
Yeah, but school though.
But school.
I know.
But school.
Hitler's deep.
Number 5, murder.
Murder.
Murder should be. I mean,
Moiter.
murder should be number 1. Really. I mean, how's that not the worst thing ever? What's worse than murdering somebody? I mean,
Raping and
Torture.
murdering somebody?
Yeah, but I mean,
Before murder?
still, like, if you just
The
raped them.
Chinese torture drip drop murder. Or what is that?
Yeah, Chinese torture drip drop murder.
Chinese drip drip drip.
Yeah, look it up. Google it, guys. Chinese torture
That
drip
would
drop.
be
Torture, drip
the
drop
worst
murder.
thing
Yeah.
ever.
Worst
But it's
thing
still
ever.
murder. Okay. Number 4. I don't see how number 4 is worse than
What is it?
number 6.
Tell us what it is.
Number 4, Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber's worse than Hitler?
Apparently. I mean, all you gotta do is be...
Tell that to somebody who was in the Holocaust.
You suck!
It says,
goodness.
here's one of the comments. It says, yes, this kid is annoying. He deserves to be on the list. Just go on this website, youtube.com, you'll see what I mean. That place is crawling with Justin Bieber haters and lovers. Not only that...
Wait, that
but
place is YouTube?
I guess
That place.
that place.
Nothing
Really,
but
like,
haters.
Just look at all his views. On YouTube, he has like 700 million views on the song Baby.
There's a lot of kids that really
and that's
like
why
that
he should
song.
be number 4 on the worst.
Because he has
ever.
so many views.
And then
what a bastard!
The comment below it says, "Why is he above Adolf Hitler?" Like seriously, you guys think? Like seriously, you guys think he's bad, but he didn't kill millions of people.
That is definitely
right?
that's an overreaction.
And then the comment below that is, "Hell yeah." So
Hell yeah!
finish.
Oh my god.
Number 3, cancer. Cancer's pretty bad.
Cancer sucks.
I would say AIDS is probably worse than cancer. Probably more people die
Why
from
wouldn't it
cancer.
just
I
be
think
death?
more people get cancer though.
Because death sucks.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's number 2.
Okay.
Cancer is the worst.
So cancer is like, I guess, the number 3 worst thing because it's a really shitty way to die.
At least they put cancer above Justin Bieber. That's all. That's the only redemption this list has so far.
For sure, because if Justin Bieber was worse than cancer,
Like, dude, that's
or
fucked
death,
up. Yeah, like my grandpa died of cancer. My grandpa was awesome. So like,
Rest in peace. I have family members that.
I don't think there's a fucking person in this fucking country that doesn't have a one relative or a friend that they
Died of
know
cancer.
that died of cancer.
absolutely.
Everybody knows somebody that's died of cancer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Shit, probably a bunch of
Even
people know
someone
people
close.
that died of AIDS or leukemia
Yeah.
or just about every crazy disease that there is that's a pretty normal disease to die from or an average disease to die from. I think everybody fucking has some of that.
Absolutely.
You know what I think is
This
really,
shit just got dark.
well, you know what I really think is interesting about that? If we're going to go ahead and talk about disease, because I feel like we
feel
should
better.
talk about disease, since cancer is number 3 on the list and then death is number 2, which is right above it. Diseases are like, there's so many different kinds of diseases, and like everybody has the potential to get a disease. Like you could be a perfectly healthy.
You're gonna get me all
person,
freaked out, man.
I know.
and then one day you wake up,
I'm
and all of
already-
a sudden you got some shit.
I know, you're
You
gonna be
what I
all
mean?
freaked
and
out.
it doesn't necessarily have to be because you did anything. It could just be because of your genetics,
Absolutely.
or maybe because of your environment, or
Yeah.
because
Absolutely.
of. Obviously, because it's something you do. If you smoke cigarettes or drink a bunch of alcohol, obviously you are creating problems for yourself.
Sure.
You're creating diseases for your body.
Sure.
You know what the
but-
cure is?
Smoke weed every day.
That's definitely part of the cure. I mean, I think in a bunch of states in America, that's
the
cure.
best one, by the way. I just want to say that's the best one so far.
That's the best.
That's the-
She timed it perfectly.
That one was great,
Thank you.
and that
good
one
delivery.
that should be our little like thing.
That's
Thanks, guys.
Good. Thanks, guys.
Gwen, the sound chick.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
She's nailing it.
I just like Taco Bell. So I just
I was.
she just likes tacos.
She just talks about
Even though we're
tacos
talking
all the
about
time.
Cancer.
She's
and
like,
death.
oh, cancer.
But what I was gonna
tacos.
say, was, I think it's really interesting that, like famous people that get diseases. I think that brings a lot of like, what do you call it?
They're human.
Well, they're cute. Obviously, they're human, but you know what I mean. Like that brings.
They're fembots.
What do you call it? Like, what's the word I'm looking for? I hate it when you get stumped on a word.
Stumped.
I'm not sure exactly the direction you're going with it, so I'm not sure.
It's like it brings attention
To the thing.
to the thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Michael J. Fox gets Parkinson's, and now all of a sudden everybody's interested in what the fuck Parkinson's is. You know what I mean? Shit like that. But I mean, like, if you'd have told me that the guy from Roadhouse, Patrick Swayze, if you'd have told me that guy was going to shrivel up into like a little piece of nothing and just die, you know what I mean? Like at his,
Or look at Superman, Christopher Reeve.
right? You know what I mean? But I mean, like Patrick Swayze, like when he was right before he died, he was, I think he was older than me. He was probably 54 or something like that, or 56 maybe something. I don't know. We don't do a lot of fact checking on this podcast.
No,
Yeah,
we're the
just
anti-fact checking
Anti-
podcast.
Everything
we're
we've
just-
read.
If you hear this, and then just fact check it for yourself. But I'm
Just
I'm
email
pretty
us
sure
at
I'm close on that.
beyondohio@gmail.com and tell us how wrong we are.
Yeah.
That's beyondohio@gmail.com.
I'm pretty sure Patrick Swayze was in his 50s.
All right.
I
All right, Soundy McSounderson.
I think he didn't take the fucking iPad.
Guys, this is my job.
She's hit critical mass on the sound effects.
This is my job over here.
I don't know if you understand how this works.
Yeah, you're supposed to wait for the moment instead of like holding the things in the mic.
That was the moment.
And then waiting for me to shut up so that I can let you push the fucking button. And then I just gotta hope that the thing you're pushing goes along with what the fuck I'm talking about.
Oh my god, that was
It's all about improv.
Improvs. It is. It's all about improv. It's my favorite part of the Bible.
It's all about making up religious verses as off the top of your head. Improvers.
Improvers.
What are you people? On dope?
Yep. So,
Jesus.
Number 2 is death. Number 1 is war. No, I think death kind of should be number 1.
Yeah.
It's worst thing ever.
I would put death number 1.
War sucks, but
war causes death. A lot of these things on this list, besides Justin Bieber, cause people death.
Right, so death should have definitely
been number 1 because it's the thing that all these things. It's the byproduct of all these things.
We should have did top 10 fucking sound effects that Gwen could do that have nothing to do. She's gonna be
put on lockdown on sound.
Come on,
guys. I thought it was pretty good, guys.
Give us a good one to lead out with.
I thought I did great.
Top 10 with Tony.
What the fuck?
Good thing that wasn't like excessively long and super grungy. Jeez. Don't you have a funny one on there you can lead out with? Like, hey, yo, forget about you can just go ahead and forget about everything on this fucking list. Because it was all stupid anyway.
Oh my god.
This is for
Top
you.
10 dumb shit. Yeah, there you go.
Alright, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. No, we can't. Wait. We can't end it like that. Just kidding.
We can't end it like that.
Just wait a minute.
Not like that.
Not like that.
These.
Anything
It reminds me of that part from Matrix. So not like these.
Oh my god.
Not like that.
Hello.
Oh,
What
wait.
happened?
What happened?
Hold
You
on.
couldn't even push
Bye,
the...
Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
All right, guys. I hope you like this podcast. I don't know what to say right here. If you have anything to tell us or anything you want us to talk about, just contact us at beyondohio@gmail.com. That's beyondohio@gmail.com. And we're going to be clowns next time, guys.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
See you next time.
That was good, right?
Best podcast ever.
You have been listening to the Beyond Ohio podcast.
If you know what's good for you, you'll hit like and then subscribe.
And don't forget to tell your friends.
Thanks for listening.